Mario and Luigi, decked out in their work uniforms, were washing down their pasta with quiet resignation. Mario stared at his untouched mushrooms in distaste. Luigi tried to cheer his older brother with some light banter, but was met with silence. Their parents had been particularly dismissive of their plumbing dreams tonight. Suddenly, the television in their living room came alive with news of a massive pipe burst in downtown Brooklyn. The streets were starting to flood. Smile creeping over his face, Mario turned to Luigi and said, "Brother, it's go time." They made their way to the site and quickly got to work. The water was knee-high now, time was of the essence. With their toolkits in hand, they climbed down into the city's underbelly, wading through the murky waters. As they worked, a sudden rumble caused the ground beneath them to give way. They fell, tumbling into the unknown depths of the sewer system. Luigi's scream echoed off the pipe-laden walls as they descended. Luigi landed in a dark place. He called out for his brother, but there was no response. All he could see were skeletal creatures approaching him. He turned and ran, fear propelling him towards a far-off castle. As Luigi ran, he noticed little masked minions rushing towards him. They were small and indomitable, forcing Luigi to change his direction and run away from the castle. Luigi felt lost, unable to find Mario, and pressed on all sides by strange creatures. His heart hammered in his chest, his breath heavy and ragged. He scrambled up a vine-covered wall, hoping to escape. Mario found himself in a land of giant mushrooms. It looked like a world straight out of a fairy tale, with enormous toadstools towering above him and colorful, oversized flowers blooming everywhere. He felt small, almost insignificant in this fantastical realm. He soon met a small mushroom-headed creature. The creature introduced himself as Toad, a resident of this strange land. He was a friendly character, eager to help the lost Mario find his way. Mario explained to Toad that he was searching for his brother, Luigi. Hearing his description, Toad figured Luigi might be in the Dark Lands. He offered to guide Mario to the Mushroom Kingdom, where they could find help. They arrived in the grand castle of the Mushroom Kingdom, where Princess Peach resided. The princess was a strong leader, already planning a strategy against the formidable Bowser, who had taken the penguins hostage. Mario and Toad managed to sneak into the castle. Princess Peach was surprised but pleased to meet another human. When Mario explained about Luigi, she agreed to help after evaluating Mario's capabilities. Princess Peach led Mario to an obstacle course. The course was tough, filled with challenges like swinging vines, spiked pitfalls, and sliding platforms. Peach, however, navigated through it effortlessly. Peach demonstrated various power-ups to Mario. They were mushrooms, each having its unique ability. One made the user bigger, another boosted the user's strength, and yet another granted invulnerability. Mario, unsure, tasted one of the mushrooms. Suddenly, he felt himself growing larger and more powerful. Despite the strangeness of the situation, he couldn't help but feel excited with the newfound strength. With his enlarged size, Mario began to tackle the obstacle course. The power-up had significantly increased his strength and agility, enabling him to jump higher and run faster. He soon started to get the hang of it. Princess Peach and Toad cheered him on from the sidelines. Their cheers and encouragement motivated Mario to push through the difficult segments. He was determined not to let them down. After completing the course, Mario was exhausted but satisfied. With this training, he felt more prepared to face any challenges that lay ahead in his quest. Peach, impressed with his perseverance, agreed to provide him aid. Now allied with Peach and her forces, Mario felt more confident in rescuing Luigi. They began to strategize, figuring the best way to infiltrate the Dark Lands and defeat Bowser. Mario and his companions set off, equipped with the necessary power-ups and a map of the Dark Lands. As they ventured into the unknown, they couldn't help but feel both trepidation and anticipation. The Dark Lands was a stark contrast to the vibrant Mushroom Kingdom. It was a bleak and desolate place filled with eerie silhouettes of dead trees and a persistent fog that hung in the air. Their journey was fraught with dangers. They encountered ravenous monsters and treacherous terrain. Thanks to Mario's training and the teamwork of the trio, they were able to overcome these obstacles. Aboard the airship, Bowser, the notorious king of the Koopa, detailed his nefarious plot. He planned to marry Princess Peach and rule together using the superstar's colossal powers. Later, Bowser sang a melancholy ballad at a grand piano. His serenity was interrupted by Kamek's arrival. Kamek reported sighting Peach with Mario, sparking a flare of jealousy in Bowser. Meanwhile, the Shy Guys had captured Luigi and brought him to the Koopa King. Bowser began torturing Luigi for information regarding his brother, much to Luigi's dismay. In another part of the Mushroom Kingdom, Mario, Peach, and Toad sought an audience with Cranky Kong. They hoped to gain his army to assist in their battle against Bowser. However, Cranky Kong refused to lend his troops. Mario, determined to save his brother, pleaded with the elderly ape. Cranky agreed, but on one condition: Mario must defeat his son in combat. Reluctantly, Mario agreed to the challenge. Despite Peach's warnings of it being a terrible idea, Mario was resolute. He would do anything it took to save Luigi from Bowser's clutches. In the Kong Kingdom's Grand Arena, Mario found himself pitted against Donkey Kong. Initially, the size difference seemed too great, with the muscular gorilla easily overpowering the small Plumber. Mario knew he had to act smartly to win. The Plumber started using the arena's power-ups to gain an upper hand. However, his first attempt at using a blue mushroom backfired, shrinking him. Now diminutive, Mario struggled to dodge Donkey Kong's massive fists. He quickly began searching for another power-up to reverse the effects of the blue mushroom and gain the advantage. Soon, Mario found a new power-up and grabbed it hopefully. This time, it was a fire flower that imbued him with the ability to throw fireballs. He used this to weaken Donkey Kong. With Donkey Kong distracted by the fireballs, Mario launched a fierce attack. He managed to land some powerful hits on the Kong. The odds of the match began to change. Meanwhile, in Bowser's castle, Luigi overheard the Shy Guys discussing Mario's fight with Donkey Kong. He felt a surge of hope for his brother and prayed for his victory. Back in the arena, Donkey Kong was starting to feel the effects of Mario's assault. He roared furiously, trying to intimidate the Plumber. However, Mario continued his relentless attack. Mario's bravery inspired the onlooking crowd. Cranky Kong watched with interest as Mario continued to hold his own against his son. Peach and Toad shared a hopeful glance. The match reached its climax as Mario and Donkey Kong stood, panting and bruised, staring each other down. Mario, gathering his remaining strength, prepared for his final move. Mario sprinted towards Donkey Kong and leaped into the air. Using the last bit of his power-up, Mario launched a flurry of fireballs at the Kong, scoring a direct hit. Donkey Kong, unable to withstand the fiery onslaught, lost his balance and hit the ground with a resounding thud. The crowd went silent, holding their breaths in anticipation. After a tense pause, the referee raised Mario's hand, declaring him the winner. The crowd erupted into applause. Peach and Toad cheered for Mario, their faces shining with relief. Cranky Kong, impressed by Mario's courage and tenacity, agreed to lend his army to help rescue Luigi. Mario, Peach, and Toad thanked the old Kong and started preparing for their mission. Meanwhile, Luigi, still captive in Bowser's castle, awaited his brother's rescue. Hope ignited in his heart as he thought of Mario's victory. The rescue mission was now in full swing.